Hello boys, my name is Koyoshi, and welcome back to my blind playthrough, I guess, bonus episodes of Pokémon Legends Arceus, where, yes, we're trying to complete all the requests, and after completing the annoying Chanram quest today, I think it's about time we go on and get some other stuff. Yes, I did catch another alpha and a couple more stuff. The biggest thing I did though is went off screen and used certain moves with certain Pokemon, particularly with Riolo. I got it to use Rock Smash a bunch as well. Didn't get it to evolve, but I got it some points. I was hoping to get more of those, but I didn't have enough time to do that. So with that in mind, we're just gonna go on and try to evolve the others by just leveling them up to be strong enough. The only other thing I could do is just put Riol in my party and use him in multiple fights. The big thing though we're trying to do though is getting all of the Wisps, which we kind of didn't complete all the way last time, so we're gonna continue that. There's also at some point where we're just gonna have to ignore this and do the main missions again, though there's gonna be a barrier that probably protects that, so I might not even consider that, at least right now. Maybe when I get the highest rank and all requests, I'll consider doing that. That doesn't mean I won't do some main missions, I'm just saying I'm not making them my focus. Okay, another rain. This is never fun. Having rain in this place is the worst. Well, at least we found Wisp right off the bat. Forgot to use Word Deer first. Alright, so we have 60 whips to get in this area. In our last episodes, we finished off not only the first, but second area. And now we're doing the same thing again. I'm sorry if this is really boring, but there's not a lot really good way to do this quest. It's just gonna be very long either way. We pretty much have to go around flying and hope to end this that we find these Wisps and don't forget them. And the way I do it is just kind of go up and down, left and right on the edges first, and then I go more around the middle part after that's done. And I pretty much do that over and over again. Of course, while we're doing this, I need to also make sure I complete other requests. But yeah, I'm basically doing this. Each time I find one of these, I will immediately go to click on it because I don't want to mess it up ever. So the more of these I get, the better. I think I already checked that area. I just remember it the last time. Ever so fondly. I had to, I believe, check it as part of a quest. And so I used that time to check for Wisps. Of course, when there's still a lot of Wisps left, it's usually much easier to find them. It's when you have less Wisps that it gets more difficult to find. And we still haven't gone over the rewards. I guess if we talk back to the person, we should start doing that so we can get Wisp rewards as well. The thing is, I want to try and wait until I have all the Wisps, because then maybe I can get something cool to happen. As for what's going to happen, I think it's probably going to be a battle, and from the looks of it, it actually has the same sign or look as Spiritomb does. So if it was a Spiritomb battle, I wouldn't be surprised. It is a pretty hard Pokemon to find, or even just collecting it would be nice, because then it'd be a bit easier. I wouldn't even have to deal with other stuff at all. Now I will say, unless something has changed, I think the Wisp can only be found in the actual areas where they're normally visible. It would be silly if they appeared anywhere else. I'm gonna still hit some shaking trees because we need a trash cloak Burmy somewhere. So I actually remembered that from one of my other spots. This way. Easiest way to figure out a proper strategy to weaken them is to just use agile style, which usually doesn't kill it, and then kind of just throw balls and hope for the best. I don't know. I like how we got Trash Cloak Wormadam before we got Trash Cloak Burmy. Of course, if we had Sleep, this would be much easier, but I haven't had the time to put it back on Glade since he has needed other booze for all the other battles. I do have that on my mind, though, at some point, that I might have to start using that again. But I just don't see the need for it if the Pokemon's easy enough to capture. I did not see if that tree was shaking or not. And yes, I guess another thing we have to look for is trees. One of our particular quests required one of each kind of Burmy form, meaning basically all forms have to be discovered at some point. We also have this new request that came up as well that we forgot to do the last time completely. And we have another request in which we have to find this girl again, which we may have found in the secondary before, and now we have to find her again. Hey, you Survey Scored Skid. I need your help catching a Pokemon. The construction course is busier than ever these days, making homes for all the new people in the village. Enough labor to handle everything, so we figured why not try and see if Pokemon could help us out. I searched for a reliable Pokemon that wouldn't need much training. I was lucky enough to find a robust Pokemon called Machoke. We'll have to get Machoke to join us himself. Don't have the faintest idea how to catch a strong-looking Pokemon. First thing to do is learn more about Machoke. Show me its completed Pokedex energy, which we already did. So we'll just show him that right away. So it likes grain, and it certainly has a sturdy, powerful body. It would be the perfect addition to the construction corps. That guy just goes. Alright, it looks like he went in and caught one very quickly. Thanks to you, I was able to catch him a choke. I guess I earned the Survey Corpse one. It really seemed like to enjoy the grain cake I threw at it. I promised we'd feed it lots of grain dishes, and it seemed to be enough for it to help us. You know, the recent excites of the Survey Corps are what inspired me to get help from Pokemon in the first place. Keep up the good work, you hear? And Axariar is sent to Satchel because there's no room for it. Darn, I was hoping for another camp to be created. Seems that wasn't the case. Seems this area is just not made for a second camp, which is a bit awkward and bad because I do like having a second camp in these areas. As for more about the Feather and Nimble Ball setup, you're actually supposed to only use it on those Pokemon you saw just flying there, like the Pokemon that literally fly high in the air. You're only supposed to use it on those guys and nothing else. Also, I need to pay attention to where I'm going. If I go a little bit too close to the side, I might hit the barrier, which I already did. So I have to go around again. Alright, now we found an area where we could go. That's a random Stantler. Okay, I don't think it's close to an orb, so we don't need to necessarily get it. I don't have a decent amount of those, but I don't have many Rayo ones either. I've already gotten quite a few money from Alpha Pokemon, so I'm just probably not going to bother with them. Now this looks like a very interesting area. This is probably going to be one area we have to explore for one of the later main quests. At least if I remember correctly. But what am I saying? It's a blind pfeiffer. I still do not know anything about that part. Oh, there's a toxic coat. And a trash cloak for me as well. This is what we need, right? We're just gonna catch it. It's fake still. It's better to just go for the etches and hope for the best. Many people call this tactic I'm using right now the yellow ball because really it isn't a big strategy. You just throw Pokeballs and hope that you catch it. It's the fastest strategy to catch Pokemon, but obviously it's the most luck dependent as well. Well, at least we know where to find our Toxicroaks now. In this area. We also apparently found a Piplup as well. That's I have not seen yet. I'm a bit worried because Piplup is probably very rare, given it's one of the starters. So we're gonna just focus entirely on that. Guess it makes sense that it's near water, but also it feels like this is a rare spawn. Alright. We're just gonna go straight for a Citrus Berry. It's too far away, so I might have to just use Ultra Balls on it. Hope for the best. Alright. Okay, thankfully it got in the ball rather quickly. Whenever I see a completely different species, of course I'm not going to waste time in catching it. Because I need to catch every single Pokemon at least once. It'd be silly not to do some... Oh goodness, this guy's moving kind of quickly. I like how instead of battling me, he's just going around and doing some other stuff instead. It's really strange. We also have a Raptor to the right. That thing I think we need to battle. I don't know why I tried to just battle it, do that, but whatever. Can I actually battle it this time? There we go. That's what I was trying to do the first time. Alright. With most of these later Pokemon, they kind of want you to catch them outside of battles rather than catching them in battles, because, I mean, in battles rather than outside, because they just take longer to catch altogether. I will say that strategy does work, it's just sometimes when they break out really fast, it can get really annoying. Alright. I was lucky that I used Nasty Plot like twice in a row. Well, since I haven't defeated one, we should try doing that. Which we could do with Strong Style. Or not. I guess we're going for, other stuff. I was about to say if that crit twice and took me out, that would have been annoying. Well, may as well use this to catch it again. While we still have a chance. I like how this one was lower and that one almost broke out. Alright. And now we have to go back because our timer hit the specific point. So yeah, every time it goes beyond nightfall, we have to sleep again. Which is really obnoxious because it can take a really long time to get back to areas afterwards. And since our only checkpoint is like close to the area, which is at Moten Arena, which is close to Fire Spit Island, it is not easy to do this at any point. This is, I'm guessing, just from the way this area looks, not a bad guess that this area is probably home to all the fire-type Pokemon. Interesting that you can't go to that volcano. I thought you could. Goodness, there was this hidden barrier that was just blocking me. There's 9 tails in there. I'm guessing they don't expect you to go anywhere beyond those zones. The fact that they have that is so annoying. That means unless you're doing some other stuff, you can't even fly more than like 2 feet up without you getting stuck on other stuff. Also, oddly enough, the death here, or the person that died here, didn't die in the way that I anticipated. You apparently died to either that drift blim or something else. Either way, this area is not the best. In fact, it doesn't seem to have any wisp at all. Since we can't really do much else, and since the only way to really do other stuff is to go on here, I guess we're jumping on this water boy again for the next little bit. That, of course, means we'll have to deal with the wild Pokemon, unlike Braviary, who could just avoid them altogether. Interesting, there's like chest here too. It tells me we're gonna have to return here. This is kind of interesting, this little island just hidden off the course of the side. By the way, this is my least favorite area to explore, or at least it has been so far, because at nighttime, the only efficient way of exploring this involves using the water effects, and that leaves you vulnerable to so many different water-type Pokemon in the area. We do need to catch a Quillfish though, so we're gonna battle one. Actually, rather, we'll defeat one first, and then we'll battle another one later. So we could even take it out in one hit, which that wasn't the case. Again, because Samurai is already a water type, he'll just be swimming normally. I like how even with that, I still can't get it. The smartest thing would be not to use a Pokeball right away, but use this instead. Why not? Just do that. For safety. That's a big poison tick, by the way. Alright. Ultra Ball time. I know I haven't caught one of these yet. Just from other research. Because of how tough the water Pokemon are to edge officially, I'll probably just have to catch anything that isn't a Fleer or somebody there's a battler. Like, pretty much all of the battlers, in other words, the Pokemon that would attack me if I don't do anything, I have to fight them and catch them in battle rather than in regular stuff. Whereas in some of the other previous cases, we could catch them out of battle pretty easily. This one, we have to catch them more outside of battle rather than regular battle. Oh gosh. That was a bit close to that Gastrodon. Well, let's try this. This is the first time we've seen a Gastrodon. I did not have enough time to pull out my ball, so I kind of just heal up my gear Pokemon instead. Okay. Now we hit it into the back with the ball that we wanted. And we got it, nice. We needed to do more of those anyways, because some of my characters still need to evolve, and we got one of them. I wanted a army female to evolve, because that's how they become Blurmadams. Alright. So that would give us 2 different Wormadam forms caught now. And 2 evolved Vermes as well. I like how when you have the actual effect active in terms of the water, you can just run into the water on purpose and that'll automatically put you on the mount you need. Then running on land will put you back on Wordier if you have that. Oh, so I'm just gonna kinda run around because I completely forgot that I need a Shellos. Hello, buddy. Didn't even do catching or other stuff. It just threw mud at me. Or attempted to. And ball of mud again. That was really important that I caught that Shellos there because I did not have a Shellos before that. And oh boy, there's a hidden cave. These caves probably have multiple secrets to discover. So we're going in here. And we find out that it's one of those origin caves with this origin thing, and ah, phooey, it's just a passage to the other side. How boring is that? Went for all that, and it's just a passage. Well, this isn't quite as fast as the Braviary setup. It's still not terrible. Is that the second Lumion I've seen, or is that the same Lumion before, just a bit different? Okay, this is actually a different area. Seaside Hollow, whatever the heck this is. This looks like it is story event only area. So when we continue the main quest or get a side quest, we'll fight something here. For now, it's just an empty area. I like how doing that caused it to turn back to day. I like how that, of all things, caused it to turn back to day all of a sudden. Okay, well, that strat that I did there didn't work, but at least we got some Wisps gone. We're now down to 9 lists. We now just need to explore all the other islands and then do all the other stuff. Need to quickly get back up to the top area where we were before. I have a statement to make, I guess, before I go to anything else. After watching enough gameplay of this game, I have determined that, just based off of what I've seen from all the other Pokemon, and I guess just from other stuff in general. Let's just get out of here, by the way, before things get too scary. Anyway, if there's one thing I figured out about this game, it's that, what is it? When you... Jeez, I'm so confused. I'm suddenly confused. Alright. I guess if there's one thing that I figured out, it's with friendship leveling, by the way. That friendship leveling in this game takes forever if you just throw a Pokemon at one spot and have it hit a certain area. That doesn't seem to get the job done pretty well. I feel like just throwing the ball, or whatever, and otherwise just having someone else do other stuff. I guess the biggest importance is simply going around and catching the Pokemon and or doing other stuff, particularly when you go and beat them up, as well as, I guess, what I'm trying to say is, leveling up friendship with just hitting stones and trees takes a really long time, so I may just have to battle Pokemon to get it there. It also doesn't help that Rio probably takes a little bit longer to level up with friendship anyway, so yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. Somehow I knew there would be one here. This is why I went all the way here in the first place, so I could find this. There are now 7 Wisps left. I feel like I have an idea of where they might be. But anyways, I switched back to using this bird again. We still have some islands to explore, but I'm using the bird because Aviary is just way quicker than anything else we have. And I think that's honestly about it when it comes to stuff over here. I was just checking these islands to make sure I got stuff. Found one thing that I missed, and now I'm kind of just going to go out for the middle of the map. We might find some interesting things out here, but otherwise we're just going here to find Wisp. Nothing else, really. I'm sorry if this part is boring, but the Wisp part tends to be the most tedious section in the entire game. If there was any way I could speed it up, I would try to. Of course, it doesn't help that this area has the lowest amount of caps at literally only a single one. Totally I can kind of ignore since it's Remora's evolution, but I will have to battle it at some point anyway. Don't have the moves to do it right now, but I'll definitely leave that on my mind. There might be a way to lure stuff that I haven't yet seen, and I'm guessing the way I'm supposed to lure... those are just Shellosh. I'm guessing the way I'm supposed to lure the Pokemon out is to do other stuff. I like that way of just getting into the air from wherever the other spot is, just going from what's the lower area and from the water straight into the water and then back on Braviary in a matter of minutes. Go. So by going all the way there, we found the list that we needed. This area is probably going to be the most obnoxious to explore given how laid out it is. I think I might just explore part of this with Word Deer. Also, I think that's... Oh, you're here. I've been waiting. Like I said, I need your help finding Yorick from the construction course. He and I came out here to set up a base camp. Oh, maybe we should follow this. But then he went off on his own to get a lay of the land and he hasn't come back. Yark ought to be somewhere nearby. If you find him, please tell him to come back already. Alright. Well, I think I have a new plan with request. I need to figure out stuff. Setting up the coastlands camp. I should have done this before. In fact, I should look. Let's see. New styles added to the hairdresser's lineup. And, okay, that's the only base camp one I have. I should have known about this before. Let's be honest. Okay, well. That slow animation, by the way, whenever you, hit stuff, it takes a while. Apparently, this is another location to capture Chansey. So, it seems unless certain other things happen, the best way to find and or defeat Chansey or Bussy is to just defeat their alphas non-stop. Because, unless you're doing something else, Chansey and Bussy are probably only going to be found as alphas. Alright, well, unfortunately I don't know exactly where York is. The best way we can figure out about that is to just look around using Word Deer and hope that we find something. We can go through here if we need to. There he is. Oh, there we go. And we found a chat tot. Stay away. Away, stay. Why is this Echo attacking? You alright? Did we just catch this? I'd like to catch it. But not with you this time. We're gonna do it with Dusclops instead. We'll use the Agile Style Trick again. Agile Style Trick. Nice. Failed its mimic. Agile Style Trick is probably the best way to do stuff. Use a slightly stronger one and then use a resistant one if he needs more. Oh, good thing I did that because that was a crit. Hello. Now it has Dark Pulse. Okay, good. It's not a limited battle. We can catch it. And we got it. Nice. We definitely need that for our Pokédex. So let's just do that while we still can. Thank goodness. I don't know if I'd have survived without you. No one told me there'd be Pokemon that talk like people out here. What a fright. Back where I grew up, folks often said that if you hear someone talk when nobody's around, it's not a ghost playing tricks, it's just the Chatot. Thank you kindly for finding Yorick. I'll have him set up camp now. Ready and Rift and Lift and Lift. Well, now we have a gap to go from here, thank you very much. If only we'd had this sooner. All finished. I'm sure that awful voice I heard mimicking me was just my imagination. All you big-time young Servicorps recruit, come take a rest here at camp anytime you like. Alright. Nice. What a splendid scenic base camp. This ought to be quite convenient for serving Pokemon that live on the waterfront. Exactly. Just my thought, Professor. Just my thought. Alright. We're gonna search up other stuff now. And of course, as you can see, I kind of lied about only doing the Wisps. I think I've said this a couple of times. If I'm close enough to one of those requests, I might just do it because I'd rather get those done right away and deal with them and have them gone, rather than ignore them and forget about them. Because I do other stuff. Oh, speaking of which, right as we got that effect or whatever, it turned nighttime again, daytime again, so now we have to change it back to a nighttime. I actually want to briefly do evening and see what it actually does. Okay, so that just makes it sunset, which makes it close to nighttime, which is not bad if you're having to do a battle before that, but otherwise, it's just easier to do nighttime. Oh, that little island with the lock thing we just went to, it has a person who died there, so we're gonna see if we can find items. Oh, hello. Someone new here. What part of Syria course? Like, could you help me out? It seems the circle so hungry that I could barely eat it. I tried getting food, it won't take a bite. I don't know if it's eating stuff or not. It showed some interest in pumpkins, but it still wouldn't eat them. We could use crafting. Of course, if we make the pumpkins after tasty, absurdicity will eat them. So I, of course, I'm to completely forget about crafting. In any case, maybe bean cakes will do it. Could you make me one? If you need the recipe, you can find it at the craft works. Seems it's all the way on the end, too. Which again tells you died fighting in Chansey. No reason not to try this while we're here. See if we can do the heavy ball strategy. Honestly, the heavy ball strategy is one of the best strategies you could possibly do in this. Just using a heavy ball or gigaton ball followed by a battle. I have to win. Unless it, for some reason, catches it, which it did. Okay, thank you. That helps out a lot. Oh, I have some experiences that I haven't used yet. Let's use these. Like 5 of them, I guess. Let's use them on Gooby to force an evolution. Okay. Darn it, not enough. I was trying to get it to evolve. That's what I was trying to do. But we found the satchel, sent it back. Honestly, I would be surprised if when people do die, they go to, like, back out to, like, some of the other stuff there. And then never do a quest. They just don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Adds a balloon lace. Hey, is this your first crack at the balloon lace, or maybe have it go far? Anyways, why not team up with Pokemon and try out my food and bursting game? You need to burst as many of my durable balloons as possible while buying Pokemon. It's exhilarating, really. Supposed to say 24 balloons, well, that'd be an impressive start. You can find me here at any time. Alright. There's a total of 40. Darn it, my double jump was timed really badly there. Okay, there we go. We got that one. The biggest priority right now with me, is to use, try and get to the locations of all the balloons. I like how these are designed like drift moves, just for extra fun. Okay, we made it to the end of the course, which tells me it's possible to get them all. And we actually got all but maybe 5. Oh, we get an Agate and an Ultra Ball. Nice. Just when I thought I couldn't get enough for the blue rice, they throw another one in there. Just to be more fun. I do like those. Those are really epic. And kind of tricky to get everything in them, but pretty easy to complete the regular goal otherwise. Oh, no, I don't want that. I want to do that. Very quickly get out of the way before a move hits me. Yeah. As for where else to find the Wisp here, I honestly don't remember. This is where it'll get pretty tricky, because we'll pretty much be forced to revisit places that we've already probably seen before in hopes to find stuff we haven't found before. The biggest place for looking would normally be that Fire Spit Island, but in that case, there's just nothing there. It's really odd. Hello, Drapion. I may have already caught one of them, but interested in going for it now. That's a random choke or other set pattern. I guess the way to determine if it's not a random alpha or not is if... I just realized some alphas may be in certain very particular set spawn points, meaning they will have the ability to... Oh, there you are. So we're focused on making sure that Fiend didn't spot me. Okay, well, by doing the re-release setup, we managed to find one Wisp. See, look how slow the animation is. They just make you very slowly reach out and touch each Wisp to have it get collected. Alright, so now our 3 Wisps left. Could've sworn I found another just there. Nope. The biggest thing with this is you can only search for these at nighttime, and even then, it's not easy to find them all. Normally I have like usually a better idea on how to find them by going to stuff like certain areas or going in spots I haven't visited. Like, actually have never visited Marco's lair before, so let's just go over here. Make sure there's nothing here. Actually, we completely ignored this island too. There will inevitably be some that we forget. The fact that we managed to not forget some of them within a set amount of time still surprises me to this day. I think one thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to leave marks at certain locations as a way to tell myself that I've gotten that done. I just realized because of all the stuff that I've been doing, I completely forgot to get crafting recipes for, from like the crafting proofs or whatever it's called. Right. Some nice new Pokemon, by the way, in this one. Some of these, oh, we have all the forms of that. Alright. I'm ending this particular session of catching stuff early because I was just told that there's a thing where we can get, craft stuff. Craftworks, okay, there it is. So, it's kind of a weird area that I've been kind of forgetting about, and also the medicinal farm thing we have to get done as well. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're really behind on this. Also, I just noticed you can sell just from here rather than from other spots. That makes it a bit easier, because if I miss up something, I could just sell it from here instead. I'll actually like this. This XP one is just not enough XP to be worth it, so I'm gonna sell that, get a cheap 800 bucks from it, and we'll keep everything else, and we'll just buy all the ones that are important. Honey cake, grain cake, bean cake, and salt eggs, and star piece. What is that? I'll just buy everything but the expensive ones, I guess. Remedy, fine remedy, super remedy, ox power, ox guard, max elixir, one of the rarest items in this game. Sticky glob, huh? That's a weird one. I'll buy star piece as well, I guess. And also, you can get the materials to craft some stuff too as you go further in the game, so you don't necessarily have to farm them all the time. Which means we could actually just buy stuff to craft up Ultra Balls if we want. But the only one I like is Cakeler Base, which is what I bought from before. Alright. Also, we have Lost and Found to do. Only 55 merit points from that. That's not much. Alright. Well then, let's craft. Oh, we need Cakeler bases, of course. So each one works differently, in a way. Alright. Alright, the next main thing we want to do is do the farm thing. Vegetable harvest. Take photos of your Pokemon. That's another one that we haven't seen much. Even ever consider preserving a lovely memory with your Pokemon as a photograph? Come on in and give it a try. I completely forgot about this. I think it may have not been built yet. Came, and now it's... Now this place has just become so advanced. Okay. a big little white stain. I don't know what else is gonna happen here, but we're excited. Why not have your photo taken? We have not... I like how we haven't done a single photo yet. I forgot you had to turn around. Actually, this one looks better. Press the capture button to save still images of the game. You can view these screenshots in the album. Whoop. Oh, you can prepare Pokemon with you. Okay. We'll just go with this for now. Okay. Oh, so you can change other stuff. Oh, I see now. Alright, this is a little bit better. I actually didn't know how to do this, because I've never done this before. I guess this is there's a first time for everything. Alright. Start shooting. Alright, I think that was good. Speaking of which, I actually haven't really shown much on how to actually look at the photos, right? Well, here's what you do. You go into the album, you click on the setup, and that's how you look at them. Alright, that was actually a pretty good one. For a beginner, that is. Because we had only just gotten it. Obviously, we've done lots in, like, our Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition playthrough. Disney Magical World 2, that is. But, since starting the game, we haven't actually done that once, so it's really cool. And obviously, I took the pose with Pikachu because, as you are no doubt already aware, Pikachu is by far my favorite Pokemon in the entire game. Just because of the anime, it has, like, some of the best moments ever. It's so cute to watch. That's all I want to say. I still have time, so let's find what else I should do. Actually, wait, no. I know one thing I can do. Go here and pick the Coastlands camp and make whatever the cake thing is. Speaking of which, I could just get Kaler base out if I haven't done that already, and store other items I don't need. So let's move that, move this. I'll start moving these as well. I'll move anything that isn't like a main berry or something now. I'll try to turn these into something else. And then we're gonna get out our Kaler bases. and actually finish with a bit of crafting. We'll start with the important part, which is the bean cake. We'll just make 5. Make 5 of these. Make 5 of these. Okay, so if you make them out of a particular Pokemon's favorite food, that's how you're supposed to get it to turn green. So that will really help when it comes to luring Pokemon, which means we don't necessarily need berries anymore. The reason why I had them was both for healing and early luring. Now, I'm not sure if I'll need them as much. Also, while we're here, let's raise Samurot's stats up a bit. Could definitely use some stat raising, particularly in its attack, special attack, and speed. And kind of just do the other stats. I will say this effort level thing is pretty cool. The fact you can grind out for levels this quickly in this game really helps out a lot. In fact, I guess Riolu could potentially get more friendship if I give him some items that help him out. So let's just give him all of these. Maybe his speed and his attack and defense, I guess, as well. And stuff. Maybe that will help out a bit. Okay, no. Alright, so I wanted to do that, and then there's this place I have to go, which I almost forgot about, where I have to take out this everything. Oh, we have this as well. Alright. 2 tail fins tells me it's probably Finneon. I thought I just saw it. Alright. Alright, well, we got the item that we needed. I should have known before that I could get recipes for that, because I never knew about that for a while. Hello, Gastrodon, it was just kind of right here. Alright. Alright, actually, why don't you give it to Piplup? Let it eat out of your hands. Wonderful, it really seems to like that bean cake. Wow, it ate the whole thing already? It's got quite the appetite, that's a sir. I've been quite a liking to little Piplup. Think it's safe to let it wander around. I'll bring it back to the village and take care of it. Nice. We got some items. I have to just charge away. Goodness, I nearly charged into that one. Wait. Isn't that like a special effect thing? That tells me I'm probably gonna get a research point for this. We're just gonna talk to... Oh. No. Okay, there is not one. I'm just saying the Pokédex entry, to complete it, sometimes completing certain requests is required as well. Let's see if we can find one to, like, show off. Number of different forms. Start by using items. Oh, here. Investigate Swinub's supposed special skill. Yeah, that one. That's one of the ones I was talking about. Like, you could just have certain skills used. And just so you know, yes, I have been trying to work on Eevee's different stuff as well, but I haven't had really enough time to do stuff. As for the different AVs that I've gotten so far, I've gotten a good amount of them. I just haven't had time to use them about... Oh. Also, if I want to go back to this everything, I have to just do this. Alright. Well, that's actually about it for now. We did some good whisk catching, but we still need a couple of them, and it's not something I want to do right away, so I'm just gonna end the episode here. Guys, I hope you enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe. See you in the next video, and until then, you enjoyed, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Also, I say that as a joke because I said I would show off the rewards, so I should probably do that while I still can. Alright, Oval Stone, Rare Candy, Seed of Mastery, Dust Stone, EXP Candy L, Linking Cord, we already have one of those, Grit Pebbles, Crimson Mireland still has 12. I completely forgot about Crimson Mirelands. Well, we'll see about that, I guess. Alright, well, I'm gonna save my process. Hope to see you guys later. Bye.